We're mobile. Take Fox Sports 1350 with you using iHeartRadio. It's the IE's home for sports. KPWK AM 1350, Riverside, San Bernardino, an iHeartRadio station.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. IE Sportsnet brought to you by the good folks at ThinkWise Credit Union, Fox Sports Radio AM 1350, Coach B and Eternal. I'm sorry, my fault. And your host is Eternal. Coach B, like, don't worry about me, right?
Yeah, I'm the one and only, the incredible, the incomparable Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming at foxsports1350.com, the iHeartRadio app, and every Sunday morning at 4:30 on Fox Sports West. And also, I just want to give a big shout out, big ups to our guy, Kid J. You can hear him on 99.1. He is the wizard behind the scenes. And, without the support of Kid J, a lot of the things here for IE Sportsnet, we wouldn't be able to get knocked out. Why Eternal decides it's time to social media it out.
Well, no,
we're live on radio.
Well, I wasn't doing any social media this time. I was just checking on my notes. But no,
checking your Christian mingle.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Because, my farmer's only right now snowing. I'm finna take somebody up there to the woods.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, no, as you mentioned.
Speaking of that, man, up in the
man, did you see that coming in?
Man.
Did you see that? That snow cap, boy, is something. It is, California. Like I said, folks,
I can never leave the state.
I just about to say, folks that want to move, talking about y'all going to Texas, bye-bye.
Exactly.
See you later.
Like in the words of NSYNC, bye-bye.
Yeah. And don't come back. We don't want you on the freeway.
Where else can you start in the snow?
Come on, man.
Come on down and end your day on the beach. Within 45 minutes to an hour, you can have that.
Think about this. Within the week, Coach B.
Well, depending on the day.
Right.
It could take you 3 hours.
But I'm just saying, but then this 7-day stretch, right? We're not even done with 7 days yet, right?
Right.
Monday, I think I had on, I don't know, like some shorts or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like just regular, just chilling.
Yes,
and then I was able to scarf it up yesterday. You know what I mean? It just. Yeah,
I know you get if it gets me to be a low 71.
I get a little nippy.
If it gets me below 71, you got your scarf.
I got a scarf on. My neck and ears get
with
cold.
2 pair of socks.
Oh yeah, I don't play that. Oh my.
I remember we went to Centennial game. You was like, I got on 2 pair of socks.
No,
like what?
Man, my feet cannot get cold. I lose it. That is a real thing. I'm telling you. Yeah, no doubt about it. Coach B and Eternal right here in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. Brought to you by the good folks at ThinkWise Credit Union.
Indeed.
Coach B, man, last night I got a chance to call the UCR women's basketball game.
Oh, yeah. Talk to us a little something about that. Give us, and not to lose your point, but also remember the beginning of the month, it was like 90 degrees.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
In January.
That's what I'm saying.
I digress.
Yes, no, for real. California is the truth. But, as you were saying, last night, the UCR women's basketball, I'm on the call. They have a back-to-back, so I'll be on the call.
So wait. So wait. You were on the call for the game?
Yeah.
On the Big West Network.
Big West Network right there. For
University of California, Riverside.
Come on now.
The city you were born in.
Yeah.
You were born in the side.
But right there by the river. Right there by the river. But, yeah, no, last night, first-year Coach Powell had the young ladies out in a big-time competition against Cal Poly, the Mustangs over at San Luis Obispo. In a great game, the UCR fell short, but they got a back-to-back, and so they'll get another chance at them tonight. This afternoon, actually, because the game takes place at 3 o'clock. So, again, we'll be on the call again. I'll be on the call again tonight for UCR basketball. UCR women's basketball, always good competition. And then, we got Coach Stan has one of his alumni on there. Freshman, she's a freshman, Joy Campbell, and she's doing some big things. And so a couple of local young ladies on there. So it's always good, man. It's a great time. And if you guys don't have anything going on at 3 o'clock, I tune in, man. Check us out.
So they were at the SRC Arena.
The Student Recreation Center.
And they lost 43-56 Cal Poly Pomona Friday night on the 29th. And then today at 3 o'clock, as you said, they have another game. I don't appreciate what they did on January 17th.
Oh, to USC.
They beat the University of Southern California. And what a game for them, though. You think about that, even on the men's side. I mean, they've had some really, really big wins over there at UCR. I got to tip my cap to them.
Yeah, they're doing, it's great right now, man. It's really good to see as you said, UCR started to be really competitive in the basketball ranks. Always known for basketball, as well as baseball and a few other sports. But it's good to see them back in the hunt competitive, and then local too. Another thing about UCR, the women's basketball has a lot of international players. A couple players from France. Vuvu out there in Canada. So it's really international squad, man. So it's really a good group of young ladies, and they go hard, man. So
absolutely good stuff, man. That's good to hear when you take a look and you see. And like you said, it's good to see the local girls. Like you say, Joy Campbell, she's from Fontana, and then Kalani Cooper is from Murrieta.
Yep.
You have a young lady, Samantha Fries.
Freeze, actually.
Freeze. Okay, yes. She's from Yorba Linda.
Yes,
so
she's
that's
nice.
Pretty good.
She's good too. Yeah. So again, we have some local talent that's really doing some great things. Cooper is the star of the team. Well, star in terms of scoring,
right?
Because all of them they do well. But no, it's really great, man. They got a good group, and you can see they're grooming the young kids to come up as well. Jada Holland is another California kid. She's really, really special. She does some good stuff too. So they got a good group. And
Nicole Powell is the head coach.
Yes.
So that's good to hear, man. That's really good stuff. When you think about the local, all the talent that is produced out of the Inland Empire, when you think of women's basketball and men's,
yes.
Edwanda, the talent that comes out of there, and then you think of Corona Centennial, the talent that comes out of there, and then Rancho Christian. We're actually going to have the football coach on today.
Whoa.
Football, the real football, American football is what they call it in globally.
And real quick, his son is doing some things.
Bankhead.
Well. We'll talk about that.
Yes, Bankhead. Yeah. So Coach Bankhead. Coach Bankhead was one of those coaches when we first got to town. He embraced us, showed us a lot of love. So he's the guy. I think we have a picture when we were at one of his camps in 2013.
Yeah. I mean, way. We were saying it feels like it's way back, but it wasn't that long ago.
Back in the time. Yeah.
But and he's also one of the quarterback guru guys. Who's done a lot of work with a lot of local quarterbacks here, and done stuff with Achilles Smith. Works closely with him.
Yes.
Remember him from Oregon. So again, he's one of those guys that's rooted in the football community, no question.
And Achilles Smith is connected to the arena football team that's coming to town.
Oh, wow.
So he's going to be one of the coaches. So we have calling in today.
Yes, come on,
talk about Coach Bankhead from Rancho Christian High School. I know they're really known for basketball, but I know Coach Bankhead is going to try to turn the tide on that and get the football thing rolling. And then we have our IE hero calling in today, Deputy Martinez. Now, she works within the jail, so hopefully her time will permit. She's scheduled to call in at 8:30. Bankhead's 8:15. She's calling in at 8:30. And then at 8:45, we have the coach at Hemet High School that will be calling in as well.
Is that for football?
Football, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We want to talk some American football.
Yeah, and Coach, be good. I mean, good work on that, man. I need to start kind of give you some more kudos, man, on getting that interview book with our IE hero, because I know she has a tight schedule.
Yes, she does. Hopefully she will be able to call in the 8:30 mark, because she's out doing her things.
Well, if not, we can talk about them Clippers, because last night,
Los
Angeles Clippers got down, and PG and them boys were back. Kawhi and them are back. Kawhi came out, had 24 in 29 minutes, and then Pete Jizzle is just, he's back on his All-Star game tip, really trying to, he's wants to compete for the MVP. And last night, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 26 points to lead all scores, and they took down the Orlando Magic 116-90, Coach B.
Yeah, and you can see that Paul George is on his revenge tour, so you gotta love that. I love what the Clippers are doing.
Yes.
And you can see this is the one thing that I can, you got to tip your cap to the Lakers, because the Lakers aren't resting either. Lakers are they are going. And you think LeBron's been in the league 17 years.
That's
he's
crazy,
36 years old. It's just some people are just built different.
Yeah, no, he's definitely. I mean, and then just to be able to stay at that level. I know we all collectively had some words to say about LeBron at some point in time, but I
used to call him LeBron's James the year that they won the bronze medal in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I used to call him.
We've all had because he was an easy target. But I mean, we've just watched him just. That maturation process just really turned into a different player. I mean, there was a time where, that last 2 minutes in the basketball game, he didn't want to touch the ball because he was having problems with those free throws.
Right.
No longer the case. I mean, full-fledged. Just doing. I mean, some of the shots he makes now are just incredible. So, it's exciting to see him. And again, he's a really a fantastic team player that that involves make sure he involves the whole team. So, really good player.
Yeah, and and the thing about it, when you look at LeBron, you look at his documentary. He's used to playing legit basketball. Pass the ball, dish, always get the best shot.
Right.
And everyone talks about, he doesn't have that killer instinct or this, that. But he plays legit. I mean, the way basketball is supposed to be played, ball movement, everyone rotates. So,
Yeah, it just takes me back to, I remember I was in attendance at the Magic Johnson Midsummer Nights. And that was right there. That was when I was on the eve of them being drafted. That was the draft class of Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. And I remember that Magic Johnson Midsummer Night is where they have the rookies play a basketball game. And that took place over at what's across the street? The sports arena, right? That's where that was.
They got rid of that.
Yeah.
So it was at the the Forum was in Inglewood.
No, this is at the sports arena, right across the street from where the Space Staples is now.
Now it's the soccer stadium.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was there, and because at that time because I hadn't really got a chance to see LeBron play. You know what I mean? Because this is when he's coming out of high school. So and everybody was calling him the new new Michael Jordan. And when I saw him, I'm like, wait a minute, he's more like Magic. He was really more pass first. Didn't score a lot at all, really. But some of the passes and how he was able to control the tempo of the game was just crazy. And Carmelo Anthony was more the lethal scorer.
Right.
And obviously you've seen that happen. And LeBron has more of an overall game.
Right.
And Carmelo Anthony's more of an offensive assassin. So
Right.
So it was just really great to see that early in their careers and now to see them evolving what they are now. So
I always thought that LeBron should have came in as a guard. And he should have came in wearing 32 instead of 23. Because he's he's much closer to Magic than he is Jordan.
He's Magic 2.0, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, again, if you wanted to paint a picture of what Magic looks like in 2021, that would be what he looks like.
Now, if LeBron comes in as a point guard, he could clearly have an argument for the best point guard ever.
No
right
question.
now it's Magic.
But
he could have definitely had that argument, and that's what he should have came in at.
I concur. But again, Coach being eternal right here live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios right here. Coach B got a great show.
Yeah, I was just texting Coach Bankhead. He's excited. He's ready.
That's our guy, man. Really good guy. Always a pleasure to have him calling in. So looking forward to that phone call. And like I said, today I will be at the University of Riverside Student Recreation Center on hand to call that afternoon game with UCR and Cal Poly. Coach B, let's pay some bills, man.
I know it's been an interesting year because there's been games during the week at like 2 o'clock, right?
No, it's honestly, it's funny because like sometimes I get calls and they're like, hey, can you come?
Oh, wow.
No, because it's COVID right now.
Right.
Everything is
it's
crazy.
It's a year we all got to be ready.
And saying that, real quick, I want to make sure I make a note. Big shout out to all the staff over there at UCR. They do a great job. It's extremely difficult. I mean, I couldn't imagine all the preparation that goes into, like for instance, like last night, one of the balls came out. And I know not to touch the ball at all because I see what they do. They're wiping the balls down.
Right.
But one of the guys touched the ball and they're like, "Oh my God!" But they got like balls in reserve over there.
Right.
And it's a big thing. It's no joke, man. So they have to do the preparation that goes involved to make sure that these student athletes can play is a lot, man. So
they are serious.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And who's our athletic director over there?
Wesley Mallett, I believe.
Yes.
Interim, but again, he's on his way. So and big shout out to Tamika Jones. I saw her last night, and she's on her way to her new job, and we wish her the best.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's take a commercial break. Coming up next is going to be Coach Bankhead from Rancho Christian.
Word.
You are listening to IE Sports Net, presented by our friends at ThinkWise Credit Union with the one and only, the incredible, the non-stoppable, unstoppable Coach B.
And eternal when it comes to Inland Empire Sports. You know the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
And you know I'm going to get on Shaq with that picnic table suit.
Yo, this is Aries Spears on Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports!
Since 1952, ThinkWise Credit Union has served education professionals and families in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties. ThinkWise gives back to the community with financial education and support to local schools and organizations. Join us today to experience a safe and comfortable alternative to banking that gives back. ThinkWise Credit Union. You'll feel good about what we can accomplish together. Visit our website at thinkwisecu.org. Member NCUA, equal housing lender, qualified members only.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, postoperative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
Farmers Insurance. The office of Stacey Ann Holgate is a proud sponsor of Inland Empire Sports. Located in Riverside at 3641 Adams Street, Stacey Ann's office is able to assist you with your financial goals in planning for your future. Her office can also assist you with your business insurance, home, auto, and much more. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899. And mention Fox Sports AM 1350. Stacy loves her community and the kids in it. She knows they're the future, and investing in them is an investment towards a healthier community. Wouldn't you want to do business with someone who cares about your children almost as much as you do? Contact Stacey Ann Holgate's insurance agency at 951-977-9899 for ways she can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs today. Located at 3641 Adams Street in Riverside, California, Stacey Ann Holgate Insurance Agency. She's on the air because she cares. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. IE Sportsnet brought to you by the good folks at ThinkWise Credit Union, live on Fox Sports AM 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming at foxsports1350.com, the iHeartRadio app, and every Saturday morning, we are, Sunday morning, we're on Fox Sports West.
Yes, and we do have a caller calling in on the ThinkWise Celebrity Hotline right here on Fox Sports AM 1350. Please introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience.
Good morning, everybody. This is Coach John Bankhead, head football coach and director of sports performance at Rancho Christian High School in Temecula, California.
Fantastic, man. You got that down, Coach Bankhead, man. Yes, indeed. Hey, how you doing? Long time no see. How's everything going out there for you?
Man, it's a pleasure, man, to hear you guys' voices again. I know we've had a long history with each other, man.
Yes.
It's been a blessing for this opportunity here at Rancho Christian. Prior to this, I'd been over in Japan working with international athletes and American military athletes that were stationed abroad over in the Pacific. And then this job opportunity came up for me here at Rancho Christian. This has been in my backyard of developing athletes for a number of years.
Right.
And, man, I just really have a great opportunity to really turn this program into something special, man, that we're excited about.
Fantastic. Now, for those that aren't really as familiar with your career as we are, kind of give people a little bit of background on kind of how you got started to where you are now.
Yeah, you know, I came up into the Inland Empire from San Diego, former college football player myself, started a business up here, raising my family in this community. As my son is coming up into the football world, I started training and developing athletes. And have been able to circle myself with some of the best people in this game. I've been fortunate to travel in all 50 states. Been fortunate to travel worldwide teaching the game of football. Been with some of the best football players to play this game. Hall of Famers like Terrell Owens, Drew Brees, Carson Palmer, Mark Sanchez. The list goes on of the number of athletes that I've been blessed to be around and get the pleasure to work with and train and develop. One of my main hubs that I've been fortunate to train the majority of the Centennial skill players for a number of years. Myself and Matt Logan has had a good relationship, so guys like Gary Bryant and Trey Watson and Tanner McKee and numerous other Inland Empire players, man, I've been able to train, develop, and help them move on to the next level and achieve college education.
And that's definitely a who's who of the talent coming out of the Inland Empire. So tell me a little bit about Rancho Christian and your goals and everything that you're looking to do to get that, because we know the basketball team is they're rolling. So tell us a little bit about what your plans are to do with the football team.
Yeah, basically what we're here to do is to match with the basketball team. Coach Ray Bearfield has built a powerhouse program there at the school. The school does support higher level athletics. And just has not been able to find the right fit on the football program to match the basketball. And so we do have the support from our school president, Scott Treadway, to build something special here, man. We have great education, obviously. It's a Christ-centered environment, man, where there's just not a whole lot of drama on our campus. And we're looking to build a program here. I really look at this Temecula Valley, and we can build a program that, rivals with the modern days of the Orange County.
Right.
And this is one small private school in the valley, and again, looking to do big things athletically with the support of the school. And so the opportunities are endless. We're going to be joining into the Rain Cross Conference coming up, which gets us out of playing smaller Christian school football. So we will be joining in and playing the public school footballs coming up next season.
Oh, nice.
So that is a big bonus for us. So now athletes can, come and get the same competition that the other kids in the local community have.
Excellent. And who are some of the players that we should keep an eye on that are with your squad that you're really excited about?
Yeah, what's really been a blessing, obviously I've got a lot of college relationships with coaches from players that I've put into systems. And, we obviously, my first year stepping in, we haven't had a season. But I've been fortunate to still help some of our players move on and get some college scholarships and still go on and get education. Our quarterback, Kyle Kelleher, will be signing in his letter of commitment coming up next week, and he is committed to Southwest University in Texas.
Wow.
Our running back, Blake Allen, was still able to receive a college scholarship Division II at Southwest Minnesota State. Our tight end, Jack Baker, has got about 2 or 3, 4 different options, and one of the schools he's looking at is University of Pacific. We have a receiver, Mason Long, same with him. He's considering Laverne. So it's been a blessing to still be able to help our seniors get opportunities, even though we have not had a season, get some exposure, and like I said, go on and continue their education. But I'll tell you what, man, for a small school, guys, our young up-and-coming guys, our freshmen, our sophomores, and a junior, we've probably got 10-plus Division I caliber scholarship athletes on this roster.
Nice.
Guys like Jake Williams, Kainoa Davis, Josh Byers, Brandon Henderson, Evan Brown, Kai Rapola, Jonathan Alexander, Jackson Deal. And so these guys are legit. Like I said, I know this industry of training, and so that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to develop athletes here and help them get out to the next level. That's going to be one of my big focuses here. I know everyone likes to win football games, but I know as a dad, my son was a scholarship player,
right.
I really understand the heartbeat of the athlete,
right.
and I understand the heartbeat of the parent as well. Man, that's really the ultimate goal of playing this game, man. Let's go on and pursue higher education.
Fantastic. And again, Coach Bankhead live on Fox Sports Radio and 1350 with Coach B and Eternal. Now, real quick, your campus obviously affords you some different luxuries in terms of how people are able to prepare during the pandemic. Can you talk a little bit about how you guys right now are working with your student athletes during the pandemic?
Yeah, it's a blessing. Again, we have are fortunate. We go all the way from a preschool all the way up to grade 12 at our school. So our campus is, again, preschool, elementary, middle school, and high school. We are on campus doing social distance learning, but in-person on-campus activities. Also, as the head football coach, I am director of sports performance at Rancho Christian. So we know, again, kids and athletes are always looking for that speed and strength trainer in the community. Well, at Rancho Christian, we provide that directly within your tuition. So during this time of the pandemic, when we have not been able to compete, we have been able to do our conditioning, social distancing conditioning. So we've been doing that within our PE classes as well as after-school programs, still allowing our athletes to get on the field and still train and develop their own individual skills.
Fantastic. And again, Really appreciate that. Now, for folks, Coach Bankhead, that are that are interested and maybe want to that are in your area that are looking to maybe have their kid come over there and further their education and their athletics at your program, how do they get in contact with you?
Yeah, the best way is to go on to ranchochristian.org. Check into the links there with admissions. Our admissions director, Debbie Fallon, is absolutely amazing, working with each and every family, guiding them through the process. We definitely can set up a tour where the family can come down, take a look at the campus, see all the great things going on. We do great things with tuition assistance for families that are in need of financial aid. And so this is just a great opportunity to come in. So if you are looking to experience Rancho Christian High School, we really encourage you to start the application process now as we are really growing fast. So try to get these applications in here in February and March for the next up-and-coming year.
Absolutely. So we're excited about that. We're looking forward to seeing you. Looking to sit forward. I know that right now we've had some problems, some challenges going on with COVID, but we're just hoping that everything turns itself around and we're able to get back on the field. Keep this in mind. You know, we do the All-Star games, we do the Riverside Sheriff's Association game, and we do the 215. We always need good coaches out there. So so keep that game in mind, Coach, when we're able to get that back.
And then also, I want to make sure we say this in addition to. Feel free if you have a kid out there that you want to get some radio experience, please shoot them our way, and we'll make sure that we make a home for them.
Well, man, greatly appreciate you guys and what you guys are doing in the community for coaches like myself to get the word out about our programs and to help these young kids. And you guys can absolutely lock me in, man, on that All-Star game.
There you go.
Like I said, man, nothing but respect for you, gentlemen.
Well, we got it on record now. So, when I call you and you say, hey, I was just saying that, I'm saying, Coach, I got you on tape.
I can come out and be the quarterback coach or the wide receiver coach, whatever you need.
Hey, man, much respect. Again, Coach John Bankhead right here live on Fox Sports Radio, now over at Rancho Christian. Keep up the good work, Coach. And again, man, always a pleasure.
Absolutely, guys. Have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you. That's our guy, man. Like I said,
man.
he's one of those guys that was with us from the beginning, man.
Yeah,
I mean, when we first came out and did this, he was supportive of us from the jump.
Well, he was just one of those guys that, when we first started, because remember, we were kind of hovering around the Centennial program, and he was just one of those guys that reached out to us, say, hey, hey, I'm doing this. What are you guys doing?
Right.
And from that day, has always been friendly. So a great family. And just big shout out to Coach Bankhead, and obviously, man, we just wish him nothing but the best, man. So.
Absolutely. So let's. I know we have coming up. We're going to have a call. I just shot her a message, so hopefully we'll have the call. Yes, she is ready.
Okay.
So she hit me back. So yeah, there you go. So she's ready for the 8:30 thing. So let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Let's go ahead and do this. That was Coach Bankhead from Rancho Christian. Indeed. Coming up, we're going to have from the Riverside, our first Riverside Sheriff, IE Hero.
Yes.
We'll be calling in. That's Deputy Martinez. So let's go ahead and do this. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, presented by our friends at ThinkWise Credit Union with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Since 1952, ThinkWise Credit Union has served education professionals and families in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties. ThinkWise gives back to the community with financial education and support to local schools and organizations. Join us today to experience a safe and comfortable alternative to banking that gives back. ThinkWise Credit Union. You'll feel good about what we can accomplish together. Visit our website at thinkwisecu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender, qualified members only.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, post-operative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
Farmers Insurance, the office of Stacey Ann Holgate, is a proud sponsor of Inland Empire Sports. Located in Riverside at 3641 Adams Street, Stacey Ann's office is able to assist you with your financial goals in planning for your future. Her office can also assist you with your business insurance, home, auto, and much more. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899. And mention Fox Sports AM 1350. Stacey loves her community and the kids in it. She knows they are the future, and investing in them is an investment towards a healthier community. Wouldn't you want to do business with someone who cares about your children almost as much as you do? Contact Stacey Ann Holgate's insurance agency at 951-977-9899 for ways she can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs today. Located at 3641 Adams Street in Riverside, California, Stacey Ann Holgate Insurance Agency. She's on the air because she cares. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
And you know I'm going to get on Shaq with
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. IE Sportsnet, brought to you by the good folks at ThinkWise Credit Union, right here live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming at foxsports1350.com, the iHeartRadio app, and in the morning on Sundays on Fox Sports West. Now, we have someone calling in on the ThinkWise Credit Union Celebrity Hotline on IE Sportsnet. Now, Eternal, I know you're excited about this because where were you born and raised?
The great city of Riverside.
Okay, so this is our, and as you know, the Riverside Sheriff's Association has been so gracious to us.
Very generous.
The All-Star games that we do in Riverside would not happen without their love and support. So I am so happy. We've done IE Heroes. We've done a few. And we have our very first Riverside Sheriff. So do we have a caller on the line?
Hello, we do. Good morning, guys.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the and the funny thing, Eternal, when I talked to Deputy Sheriff.
Like, you guys are having a good time.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
I talked to Deputy Sheriff Martinez before, and she said that when she was in the academy and when she was in cheer, she was always the loudest. So that's why I said she's got to be boisterous. There you go.
That hasn't changed anything.
Oh, fantastic. Well,
I'm still the loudest.
There you go.
Well, first thing first, again, we want to make sure we tell you that we thank you for your service. Obviously, the IE Heroes was done just to make sure that we recognize folks like yourself who are doing wonderful things in the community.
And she was highly recommended.
Yeah,
highly recommended.
Yeah. So again, thank you so much. But you are our first.
Really good.
Yes, indeed. And again, just to make sure that you know, you are our first and only Grammy Award winning deputy sheriff that we've ever had in Riverside County. Now you have a career with singing and playing guitar, and you started playing at a very early age. Talk to us about your passion for music.
I did. I started playing guitar really, really early. I mean, I don't even think I liked it back then. I was so small. I think I just wanted to be out playing with my friends, but I stuck with it. I played the guitar, and then I started playing violin. And then, just things, led to another. I was asked to join the mariachi, which was in the city, just like the little local group. I didn't think anything of it.
Right.
I was like, okay, Spanish, here we go.
Right.
Joined that, and then it just evolved from there. I just couldn't get enough of it. I mean, I was like the smallest kid. I mean, always. I was always the shortest.
Right.
But I was always the smallest, but always the most. I guess I had to prove myself. Like I told you last time, remember? I felt like being a small little girl, I feel like I have to prove that I'm better than others or just as good as everybody else.
Right,
so
right.
I practiced my butt off, and my mom was always there, like, come on, take your violin out, practice. And I practiced. And I mean, I became the violin leader in a Grammy Award-winning group when I was only like 19, 20 years old. You know?
Wow.
It was amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, you grew up in El Centro, and we just want to know, how did you go
You know
from...
where that is?
No.
I do. Coach B, I've been to El Centro.
Nobody does.
I've been to El Centro.
Okay, so Coach B said he has.
Yes.
Brian said he has been there. I have not.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's super, super small. I think people pass it on their way to Glamis or on their way, on their way to Yuma or Arizona or something like that. But it's really small. You can, if you blink, you'll miss it. It's super small. There's nothing to do over there other than maybe practice your guitar and violin.
Huge agricultural area.
It's
It's a huge agricultural area. So huge agricultural. But I've been there. Coach B has been there.
Indeed. Now, talk about this. Now, what I want to know is, because, I wouldn't know what to do if I got I think I would probably get some kind of T-shirt made that I would wear every day if I got a Grammy Award. But tell everybody how you found out about you winning this Grammy Award, because nobody just practices one day and go, hey, I'm gonna win a Grammy. How did you find out that you were the Grammy Award? You won this Grammy Award with your group.
So, joining the professional group over in LA, it's an all-female group. They had already won a Grammy before I joined, so it was like I had to try out for the group. They were like, hey, we want you to come try out for us. I was just like, well, I'm not that good, but I'll go. So I went, and I sang a song. I played a couple of songs on the violin, and they were like, you're in. And I was like, whoa, this is amazing.
Right.
And I had never been compared to anything over in LA. All I had was my small town. So I just thought, oh, I'm a small town girl. I'm never going to make it out in LA. And it was really, really, really shocking to be accepted so fast, by such a big group,
Right.
It was like they hadn't seen that before. They hadn't seen such a small girl with a loud voice or with the talent that I guess that I had that I didn't know I had.
Right.
And so I joined the group. We started recording albums right away. They let me record in the Mariachi Divas. They let me record on their album right away. I recorded on 2 albums before we went to the Grammys. And then we went to the Grammys like they always did, because they were used to it and I wasn't.
Right.
And then they won. We won that year, and I was literally sitting in my chair with my mouth dropped, we did not just win. We did not just win.
Wow.
They were like, go. I was like, go where? To the front of the stage. Okay. My shoes were off.
Wow.
I had no idea. I was a small town girl. Had no idea what to do.
Right.
My shoes were off. I didn't know. I had to kick my shoes on, run to the front of the stage, and I was screaming my lungs out. I couldn't believe it.
And the great thing is,
I have a Grammy sitting at home. It's amazing.
And the great thing about it is, I saw the picture, and you look so excited. So that's such a great thing. I can only imagine that. I've never even won an award in school, in high school, but that's okay. So, but that's not important.
I'm sure you have.
But we had a chance. This is Coach B. We had a chance to talk before, and you told me that your mother, growing up in El Centro, your mother kept you busy. You were in cheer. You were a cheer captain. You were a spotter. You were a flyer. You were a bass. And like you said, you've always been the loudest, even when you were at the academy. They said that Deputy Sheriff Martinez was the loudest. Now, did that help you with cheer? Did that help you in your cheer degree?
Definitely. I mean, I don't know where I got my loudness from. Are we born with that? I don't know. But I was loud everywhere. My mom is the spunkiest woman I know. She's louder, too. Maybe I got it from her.
There it is.
But in cheer, I was literally the loudest. That's probably why I got cheer captain. And then in the academy, everybody was like, okay, Martinez, you're the loudest. Be quiet. I'm like, what? It's not my fault. I'm just trying my hardest,
It worked out.
You can ask anybody. They all know that I'm super duper loud. And I can't help it.
And you're super happy. You're always happy. Now, you're a graduate of UCR. And I know when we talked before, you talked about the importance of your mother and your sister. What made you want to leave El Centro and come out to the Inland Empire and then your group in LA? What made you want to leave that small town? Because I'm sure everyone there knows you and loves you.
Yeah. I loved everybody in my small town. I was so connected to the community, the church, everything. Everybody knew who everybody was there. But my sister actually went to UC Riverside first. She's 2 years older. So, yeah, I think that's the only reason I left, because I had her over here. So she left. 2 years later, boom, I followed. And my mom always pushed for, a 4-year college, none of this, you're not going to, a community college. You got to go. You got to go big or go home. I'm like, all right.
Right.
applied for UC Riverside, applied for, San Diego's schools in San Diego, got into UC Riverside, luckily.
Nice.
And so I went. I didn't even hesitate. Right after high school, I left.
Right.
And, I mean, she visits all of the time. She's here today. She's here with me
there
today.
You go.
She's visiting all the time. That support I couldn't get anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like, both of them are the biggest support that anybody could have.
What I love is the fact that you're the youngest sister, and the younger sister won the Grammy. So I'm the youngest brother. So the youngest sibling. Yes, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, Deputy Martinez.
That's funny. Now let's talk about the IE Heroes, the award. And again, this is a weekly award that's given to somebody in the community that is a first.
And now
responder.
Grammy winners.
Exactly. Now we have a Grammy winner. But I wanted to ask you, how did you hear about that you were honored with the award?
I mean, I had no idea. I mean, I'm off social media, so I'm like clueless to that. I don't have any time for it, honestly. It's just like work and sleep and work and sleep. So you guys told me. I got a message from one of our guys in over there in Riverside at BC where we train, and he sent it to me, and I said, "What?" Again, my mouth dropped. I mean, It's amazing. I don't feel like I'm good for it. I don't know how to explain. It's so honor. It's like an honor to be that. It's amazing. I love that. People in the community are actually so involved, and they support us, because sometimes it's a little scary that people don't even wave at us when we're in our uniform. They're either they don't like us, or it's a little scary sometimes. It can be a little jarring, but people, I can't believe they're supporting us. I love it. It's really, really, really a blessing to have that. And thank you guys. Thank you for
thank
me.
you. Thank you for taking time to speak with us.
And again, keep up the good work. And real quick, for the young ladies that are out there listening, what would you tell them about your experience with law enforcement? Because again, a lot of people look at that, and we know a lot of people that are in law enforcement, and then they grow on. I mean, again, they come from backgrounds like yourself. They're cheer, they're in music, but how do people give the young ladies something where, in terms of, they can look at law enforcement as a means of employment and taking their career to the next level?
Right. It's not a man's job. This is not a man's world anymore. I mean, we women rule this world. Sorry, guys. I know.
No, it's okay. We get it.
Women, we can do anything guys can do. We can do it probably even better than they can, because we're so good at everything. I'm kidding. No, but it doesn't matter your size. It doesn't matter your background. You just put 100% in everything that you do, and you're going to be great at your job. I mean, we stand side by side with our brothers, and they have our back too. So you're not alone. You're never going to be alone in this profession. We have your back.
Absolutely. And I have to ask one question before you go. I know we're pressed up against the clock. Now, I need to know what was more life-changing for you, being a cheer captain, winning a Grammy, or being the IE hero? I mean, I just want to know. Oh, there you go.
Fantastic.
It's amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Again, Deputy Sheriff Martinez, thank you so much for your service. Keep up the good work. And again, if you ever want to get some information out to the community, please use this as a resource. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I love, like I said, I sent you a text the other day. I love your picture. You're smiling. You look so happy. We appreciate you taking time to give us a call this morning. I know you have such a busy schedule.
But again, thank you so much.
Tell your mom we said hello.
I will. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good
Bye now.
I mean, think about that, man. A Grammy Award winner. Now she's a Riverside sheriff.
Right.
Now I have to see if San Bernardino County has a Grammy Award winner. We will find out.
I know.
But as we said, that is our IE hero. If you want to see her profile, go to iesportsnet.com. Follow us on social media. Everything is at IE Sportsnet. We have her profile, her story. It talks about her growing up in El Centro, winning the Grammy, and now being a Riverside Sheriff's Deputy. So that's good stuff. So you ready to take a commercial break?
Let's do it, brother.
Let's go ahead and do this. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, presented by our friends at ThinkWise Credit Union with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Since 1952, ThinkWise Credit Union has served education professionals and families in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties. ThinkWise gives back to the community with financial education and support to local schools and organizations. Join us today to experience a safe and comfortable alternative to banking that gives back. ThinkWise Credit Union. You'll feel good about what we can accomplish together. Visit our website at thinkwisecu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender, qualified members only.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, postoperative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
Farmers Insurance, the office of Stacey Ann Holgate, is a proud sponsor of Inland Empire Sports. Located in Riverside at 3641 Adams Street, Stacey Ann's office is able to assist you with your financial goals in planning for your future. Her office can also assist you with your business insurance, home, auto, and much more. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899. And mention Fox Sports AM 1350. Stacey loves her community and the kids in it. She knows they're the future, and investing in them is an investment towards a healthier community. Wouldn't you want to do business with someone who cares about your children almost as much as you do? Contact Stacey Ann Holgate's insurance agency at 951-977-9899 for ways she can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs today. Located at 3641 Adams Street in Riverside, California, Stacey Ann Holgate Insurance Agency. She's on the air because she cares. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. IE Sportsnet, brought to you by the good folks at ThinkWise Credit Union, Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming at foxsports1350.com and the iHeartRadio app.
Yes, and we do have a caller calling in on the ThinkWise Celebrity Hotline. Caller, please go ahead and introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience.
Hi, this is Coach Gregovich, head football coach, him in high school.
Coach, thank you so much for taking out the time to talk to us this morning. I know you could be doing a whole bunch of other stuff right now, but we are rolling here, and again, we appreciate your time. Now,
thank you for having me.
Indeed. Now, Coach, you again, I know, and we have to thank you because we just had somebody from law enforcement on. But one of the is interesting, the role of the coach. Now, especially during the pandemic, has shifted so much in terms of your responsibility and how you're trying to communicate with kids. How has it been for you? Just really just kind of communicating with your kids, coaching your kids through the course of the pandemic?
The whole thing from the beginning it's really been a whirlwind at times. But you're right. You have to have an understanding of what's going on. You really have to stay on top of everything that the school districts are asking for, the health department's asking for, the state's asking for. So for us, it was a matter of trying to make sure everybody was still clear, because even though you're in the pandemic, you still have to have the athletes cleared to be out on the field in case something happens.
Right.
So once we got them cleared, you were trying to get them into how can we meet with them? Well, we can do Zoom Meet and Google Meet. That was still coming on pretty strong. Trying to get them cleared, and how many could be in a cohort to make it work,
right,
and getting them in cohorts and everything else. So it's been a real learning experience for the coaches as well as the kids.
Understood. And now, right now, with obviously the communication, and again, we feel for you, the coaches as well as the kids, because information is coming out. We're all trying to scramble and figure out what's going to happen, because obviously CIF announced that there may be some kind of season taking place in March. But it's just, how are you dealing with that information when it comes from the state and then it comes from CIF and you're trying to get that information to your players?
Well, what I've always tried to do, and I know a couple of the coaches in the area, we're pretty close and we all talk and discuss, is we're trying to be as upfront and honest with the players as we can.
Right.
So what we're doing at Hammond is I've told him, I said, look, we can only control what we can control. So we're going to go with the fact that, hey, there is the possibility we're going to play. We don't care how many games it is. We want a chance and opportunity to get on the field.
Right.
Especially for the kids. So you're trying to prepare for both. I tell them, best case scenario, we're going to get a couple games. Maybe you get to play league. Maybe you get to play what they're going to call a bowl game in the winter of a winner of an opposite league. But we just have to control what we can control. And there's nothing. You got to really tune out the media because you're hearing tons of different things, and the kids are like on a roller coaster. It's emotional high when things are good and emotional low when it's bad.
Yeah.
Right. And, Coach, I have an 11th grader myself, and I understand, it's difficult right now. And you were quoted as saying it's really hard for these kids out there because you see the happiness on their face when they all get together. Now, has this been one of the more challenging years for you as a coach? Because I know you have to think well beyond the X's and O's, and you have to think of the mental health and the things that are going on with these. These are teenagers.
Right, and you hit it right on the head. It's the mental health part. It's, what problems or what does a student athlete need help with outside of school that he's having to deal with full time now?
Mm-hmm.
So that becomes a concern. Then worried about them, how they're doing as far as preparing. But what I see, and when I said that, what I see emotionally from the kids is when the talk is, hey, we're going to play, and then the longer it draws out, you can see that you can see their face adjust. Like when they get out there on the field and they're playing with their friends for a little bit and they're going through, even though it's mostly for us, it was conditioning, you can see them get happy. But as the longer it goes and the rumors go on and then the delays happen, it really takes a toll on them. So you have to worry about their health and mental well-being as well as, what they are athletically.
Absolutely. We had a few weeks back, we had the coach from Rialto Carter on, and like you said, some of the challenges they have to deal with now. He said some of his kids have actually stopped going to school and they're working full-time because their parents are losing jobs. So it's just been a really, really challenging time. But, Coach, you're in the Sun Belt League. You guys have JW North, you have Orange Vista, Paloma Valley, and Valley View. Have you had conversations with some of your because I know you talked about a possible bowl game. Have you had conversations with some of the other coaches in the Sun Belt?
Since this whole thing's happened the last few months, no. And we, and it's pretty crazy because all the coaches usually are pretty close and we see each other at different things, 7-on-7, passing lead, coaches convention. And we really haven't had that. So, I've heard some of the schools that you mentioned are able to still practice. Mm-hmm. Some are not practicing. Like for us, we're not even able to get on the field to condition right now. So we're hoping that's coming. But, I've heard JW North, they've been able to go. So it's stuff like that you worry about. When the kids hear it, the kids obviously are like, Coach, why is this team able to go?
Right,
well, I can't explain that. We can't worry about that. Our district's going to do what's best for us. And, we just have to play the cards we're dealt.
And again, we're live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350 with Coach Being Eternal. And we have Coach Gregovich from Hemet High School. And again, thank you so much for taking out the time with us today. Now let's talk about what your team, because again, obviously Hemet has a history of having a good football program over there. Are there any outstanding players, or some standout players that you have over there that we need to keep our eyes on?
Well, the one that I was telling you, he should have gone D1. And I believe if we were able to have the showcase he was going to, and he got a lot of looks, but nobody jumped on him, was our quarterback, and he's just an athlete. His name's Jeremiah Graves. So for us, his sophomore year, he ended up he played receiver. And then last year, because we were grooming him to be quarterback, he stepped into the quarterback role, and he really excelled in that. A lot of touchdown passes, a lot of rushing yards, everything else. But he was also, because he's our best athlete on the field, he's also able to be the lockdown corner, and safety whenever we need him. But he's just long and athletic. He's 6'2", and he's really long. And, there's a couple of schools, I'm not going to say it, but one of the local colleges here really liked him, but we never got offered. And I think if they had got a chance to get out and really see him in person and live at our showcase, then they would have offered him.
And that's one thing I hadn't thought about, Coach. When you think about it, a lot of these kids don't have film for this school year. Has that been a challenge? I mean, what other alternatives have you had to try to figure out to help these kids get looks from colleges?
Well, what we've had to do is we've had to sit back and take the film that they've had last year, really make sure that they put the film together. And I've just been putting it out on social media. Now, thankfully, a lot of us coaches that are close around this area, Temecula area and stuff, we're all pretty close. So we've got a lot of good, strong contacts. And then the coaching contacts from college who've visited the school before, trying to get all that information out. But it's just been real hard because, like you said, there's a few of those kids who, they mark down on college boards where, they need to see how they develop.
Right.
And you're not getting a chance to see them and put eyes on them. So it makes it really hard. And then, obviously the kids are getting frustrated with, I can't get a look and offer. But, the one thing I try and tell our kids is every path's different.
Right.
You got Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, who went to a junior college.
Exactly.
To play. There's nothing wrong with a junior college.
Right.
But, I think being in California, we tend to look at that, and some of the kids don't think JC is a good way, but it is a great avenue.
Indeed.
Right.
And again, Coach Gregovich, thank you so much. It's a wealth of information there. But one thing we want to tell you is that we want to extend ourselves. So when kids do have they do have a highlight tape that you're putting on social media, please tag us in it. We'll retweet it. And like I said, if you want to get somebody on the air, because again, we have to make sure that we're helping each other out. And again, like I said, it's a small community with the coaches and administrators and so forth, but we want to make sure we extend ourselves and let you know that we are available.
That's awesome, and I would appreciate that, and we will definitely do that, and I'll make sure I announce that to my class on Monday as well when we meet.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Again, Coach, keep up the good work, and again, thank you for your time. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, guys. You too. Appreciate it.
There it
Thank
is
you.
right there.
And that's good stuff. I know these things. I mean, when you think of sports reporters and sports broadcasting, a lot of them have gone to some of the more prestigious schools in America.
Right.
I had to go the trade route to get here, the trade school route. So I understand what Coach is talking about. You don't always go to the best schools.
And let me tell you something. Hey, look, you're supposed to go to RCC for 2. I was there 4.5. So, ain't no thing.
I went to my first school. I went to Cerritos College for 1 class. I was like, after that 1 class, I said that was actually 2. One of the classes I had was Black History, and I failed it.
I don't want to. No, I had African American Studies, and Mr. Henry. To this day, I remember him just. He was on my head. I thought at first I was like, I'm gonna be able to pass that.
Right. I just show up and get an A. No, it's same here. Same here.
I worked hard and got a D. Full disclosure. But again, thanks everybody for calling in. Obviously, we appreciate the support. First caller today was Coach Bankhead from Rancho Christian, now going to be he's the athletic director and coach. Am I correct?
Correct.
Rapper.
Oh, no, he said he's the performance director.
Performance director. But head football coach, correct?
Right, correct.
Yes.
Correct.
And then, and again, newly appointed over at Rancho Christian. Kudos to him. And then we had our IE Heroes call in, this week's IE Heroes, Deputy Sheriff Martinez, Grammy Award winning Deputy Sheriff Martinez. And again, big shout out to her. Congratulations. And then finally, we had Coach Gregovich over at Hemet High School, Coach B.
Right. So, I mean, it was a great show, and that was our first Riverside Sheriff to be an IE hero. So it's always good to have her. And she just texted me. She said, "You guys are bringing it." I told her, "Hey, we had to match her energy because I know that that she has a lot of energy. So she's got spirit."
Exactly. When you said she was cheer and all that, she had to be bringing the energy, man. So again, thank you so much for everybody. Well, really, we got to make sure we shout out to the association, the Riverside Sheriff's Association. Really, again, the stuff that we do right now is really they really assist us in completing our mission. So again, we really appreciate those folks over there.
Absolutely. I mean, it wouldn't be possible, and we have a lot of support. Our guys over at the recruiting. They were the ones who, like I said, highly recommended Deputy Martinez, and it has a lot to do. I mean, think about that. She is how many cheerleading Grammy Award winner sheriffs are there?
I'm saying
in the world?
For real,
She may be the only one.
That was interesting right there. A cheerleader and a Grammy Award. That's an interesting mix right there. To become a sheriff. But no, I'm sure she is well received over there. But Coach B, I got to get ready to get out of here. Again, today I will be calling the game for UCR women's basketball today at 3:00. And again, he said that's on Big West. That's on Big West, right?
I can take a look and see. I know they're in the Big West.
Well, they're in the Big West, but I believe it's on Big West.
Usually their network.
Yeah.
It's
on
their
the Big
own
West
network.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one that's doing the game.
I know. I don't. I'm going to ask you where it's at.
Speaking of that, my team, the Agua Caliente Clippers.
Oh, yeah. Talk about that.
They will have a season, but they're going to be in a bubble. You
still got to be the guy giving us the information on that.
Yes,
man.
absolutely.
I mean, we got to be still trying to bring it, man. So we'll try to make sure that we're keeping everybody up to date on what's going on. Because I'm glad you mentioned that because the guys who have, I don't know if this is the word to use in terms of NBA standard, the guys who have moved on and matriculated from the Agua Caliente Clippers, Cabangeli and Terrence Mann, as well as Coffee. But Terrence Mann and Cabangeli in particular are really doing some really good stuff now, man. Major contributions for the LA Clippers, who are doing some great stuff. I think they're tied for second right now. So there it is there.
Right. Yeah. And you think about that. That was with Paul George and Kawhi in protocol.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's all good, man. We're rolling, man. I'm excited about it, Coach B. So let's get ready to get out of here, man.
Let's go ahead and do this. Thank you so much for listening to IE Sportsnet, presented by our friends at ThinkWise Credit Union with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
And you know I'm going to get on Shaq with that picnic table suit.
Yo, this is Aries Spears on Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.